Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here's the second down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Works downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Good enough for the first down for the 37.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. Now, you could say not recently. They had some pretty good players, but you go back.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the ball is picked off. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him at the 27.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid game.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Gets into space at the 50. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Now it's 2nd down here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
LSU has moved into the red zone. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
1st and goal for the offense. They're trying to run it with the option. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, this is exactly why it's so tough to defend this offense, and especially this quarterback. He can throw the football. We can see here, this guy's ability to run the option. He can pitch it, or in this case, run it, keep it himself, put 6 points up on the board.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Makes a quick grab. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a 1st down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice 1st down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory down at the 49. First down and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They look to throw it here on second down. Using his legs on the scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Miami. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Automatic on the BAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Trying to get the throw off. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And he pulls in the catch. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important third down play coming up. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw, looking to scramble. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Here's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost him anything, and they put together something here. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Handoff from the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. On the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Receiver makes the catch. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. First and 10 play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Still trying to corral this quarterback. The ball is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The short completion of the tight end. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job by the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. On the move, looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's complete downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. You talk about paying a price in the pocket for your team to deliver a touchdown throw.
Great job by this quarterback. I'm going to tell you something. When this offense watches the film and they see the quarterback, the hit that he took, this is how you get rewarded, not only with a touchdown, but also the way your team starts to admire you and respect you as a player.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped. It would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete, looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
But a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, a mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Amatova. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
He's going for a big play downfield. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Out past the 30. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. They finally make the stop after a big play, but time runs out on the first half of play. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback still with the football. Fights through the tackler. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He'll take a deep shot here. He grabs it inside the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Pitches to the back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner choosing to field this one. And they've got the returner corralled. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Gain moves it to the 35, 1st down again.
Here we go.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down.
42 Spider.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 play.
Easy.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Short connection to the tight end here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big 1st down.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back, throws it to the right, and he's got it. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And he finds his tight end for the catch. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch?
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, and the pass kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Breaking free at the 35. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Estrada. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for 3? Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Tigers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen his speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
And they tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away.
14.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And this pass is on target, caught. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense with a 29. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again. We can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Lets it go quickly. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The back's got it. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the 1st half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the 2nd half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. It's a run. Running back's got it. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whatever we feel like doing.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown for the U.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
Kicking team out for the BAT try. And there's the point after. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Split backfield here. They're going to run the option. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Third down after that running play. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Throws a stiff arm. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
LSU is now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, the swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, LSU. And the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Miami offense is back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play with it? So they won the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? The freshman brings him down quickly. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.